It's WPGC 95.5 and WPGC.com. It's your man DJ Flexx broadcasting live from the MGM Grand Las Vegas. It's going to be crazy tomorrow night. Ring Kings Mayweather versus Cotto. And I'm here with Rood, Vice President of Race and Sports. What that means is he's the odds maker, and he can help you get paid. You like money? Listen to what this man has to say. He knows his business. Hello, sir.
Hello. How are you? That's
I'm
a
good.
great introduction.
Yes, sir. What's the latest odds on the Mayweather Cotto?
Right now, Mayweather is $7.50. Cotto is $5. So, if you like Mayweather, you gotta dig deep into your pocket
Right.
to win any substantial money.
Yeah.
If you like Cotto, it's a little bit a long shot, 5-1, but. He's not without a chance, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, now we just starting to get gambling in the state of Maryland, so some people might not understand when you say 5-1, and can you give for some people that don't know, what does that mean?
Well, if you wager on Cotto, you put up $100. If he wins, you're going to win $500 from the casino plus your $100 back, so $600.
Okay.
If you like Mayweather, you've got a spot $750. If he wins, we're going to match your $750 with $100. You're going to pull back $850. So, as you can see,
you got to put down $750.
You're risking $750 to make $100. So it's but he's he's got the zero at the end. And so every time anyone's bet him, they've cashed.
Yeah.
So that's why it's such a strong favorite.
Me and my wife were actually over at the book, and we noticed that you can bet on. You can bet by round. You can bet if the fight will go the distance.
Absolutely.
I mean, if it's going to be a knockout.
Pick out which round you're going to knock him out in. Either fighter, and you can get Cotto right now if you take early rounds, 50-1. Mayweather's a little bit shorter price. If you think Mayweather's going to get the job done in early rounds, it's between 13 and 15-1, and then it drops down around 10-1 in the later rounds. But there's a big betting menu, and we got the undercard too with Mosley and Canelo.
All right, and what's the odds on that?
Canelo is an $8 favorite in that. He's a 21-year-old kid. He's the next big thing. Kind of looks like. So, but Mosley's coming in the best health he said he's been in, best shape he's been in a while. So, maybe he saved up just enough for one last one.
How do you come up with your odds? How do you come up with this stuff?
Well, a lot of it is trial and error. I mean, you take a survey of, like, if we were going to put up something that maybe doesn't have a market price set out there, I ask a few guys, what would you do with this price? What would you do? If I get guys that just automatically bet a fighter at -5-1, then you got to be a little bit higher. So, but it's historical performance and what you think the market price is going to dictate, and how much I think I'm going to get in wagers on both sides, and then I have to make sure that I balance that out, and we're not in a position to get hurt too bad. We just want to squeak out our small little profit and make sure everyone else has fun. Right.
So now, being that you are insider, so you're not allowed to bet on this stuff.
I can go bet. I can go.
Oh, man, because you got the advantage because you know what's happening.
Well, not really. I mean, everyone thinks I got the advantage, like with the Kentucky Derby tomorrow, but there's 20 horses and a lot of things.
And possibly bad weather.
And yeah. So, I mean, everything's, when you got 20 horses and you got a lot of front runners that are going to be going at it, anything can happen. There's going to be a lot of bumping and shoving. So, I'm a bookmaker.
Yeah.
And that's more important. I'm not a handicapper. If I was a handicapper, I would be, not very well. I wouldn't have my own website.
Right.
I know how to book for the company and manage liability. My picks are just as square as everyone else's picks. Sometimes I do a little bit better than the average Joe, but I'm pretty much an average Joe handicapper.
Is it exciting for you?
Oh, it is. No 2 days are different or the same in my line of business. This is a fight, and I've seen hundreds of fights in the 18 years I've been doing this, but this is a different fight, and we're going to see how it unfolds. And if I don't manage our position right, I'm going to be on the hook, and if we get drilled, I get to call my boss late Saturday night and say, hey, things went bad, but we know it's a marathon, and we do it all year long, and year in and year out for forever, and we just want to squeak out our little bit of profit and make sure everyone has a good time and comes to Vegas, watch a world-class fight, world-class accommodations, and stay and eat in world-class restaurants. So
and you got all of that here. I've been having a wonderful time.
Right. I mean, like there's no reason that a fight should be anywhere else besides Las Vegas. I mean, down in Dallas, I think it would be injustice to have a huge fight in Dallas because the people don't have the choices that they do here in Las Vegas when they're not at the fight.
Yes, and then I won money in the casino last night too, so this is good.
Yeah, life's good. Absolutely.
Last question for you: is there any particular sport that's, I guess you would say, that was the top when it comes to make for the odds? Like, because I know you got, when you get to college football, you got a ton of games. NBA, you got a ton of games.
Right.
NFL, Super Bowl. Is there any one sport?
The bread and butter for us is the NFL, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one that brings the people in. The other one is obviously college basketball is huge for us. March Madness is a really big time for us. You know, you have so many games, you have so many decisions.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of opportunity.
Sorry about that. It was running with something I said earlier.
No problem. But yeah, college basketball is second to NFL. But you know, I mean, the good thing is that we try to book and accommodate everywhere. We got MMA, we've got boxing, we've got, you know, the horse racing, we've got soccer. We have, you know, we book Premier Soccer, World Cup Soccer. You know,
so anything, any sport.
I mean, it's, you know, we booked women's lingerie football. We're the exclusive odds providers of that this last year.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. Have you watched those games?
Yes, they're intense.
Tough.
They're
tough.
intense. I was like, wow, they hitting like dudes out there.
Right. It's not what a lot of people would think. So, you know, we did that this year. So, you know, if you can, you know, come up with it, and I can find a legitimate league-sanctioned sport, we'll book it.
Well, great. Jay Reed, Vice President of Racing Sports for the MGM Grand, the odds maker. I appreciate you spending some time with me.
My pleasure, guys. Anytime.
And I'm not putting up that 750, man. Get 100 back.